Looks like we're live. Looks like we're live. All right. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the G-Force. This is actually quite a special episode as today marks the second year I have been doing this. That's funny, you can actually see the diminishing bit rate. um, Beyond that, today I'm gonna try something new. I haven't done this before, but I have seen it. So basically the premise of this stream is just that we're gonna just go and hold on, let me change something here. All right. So the premise of this video is that we're just gonna fly a plane and X-plane, and we're gonna and I could just talk about the like, kind of the history of this channel and stuff, and y'all can ask questions about the channel and whatever, um, stuff like that. Man, I have this thing connected to Ethernet, and it's still giving me whatever we're getting. I'm turning down the desktop audio quite a lot because I just want to be real conservative with it. That way y'all can hear me. All right, so let's go ahead and start X-Plane. Go ahead and grab my flight controller here. Ah. Oop. Yes, I know I need to update X-Plane, but I'm not going to tonight. Let's see, what should we fly? I think we're just going to start out small. This is one of my favorite planes in the general aviation category. The Beechcraft Baron B-58. And let's do the trying to the Get Me Lost category. It just selects a random airport. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll make it in the evening. Let me pull up the stream, that way I can actually see any chats that are coming, any chat messages that are coming through. Okay, come on. Okay. My phone's being goofy. Just hold on a moment. Alright, so I guess one thing I should talk about is why did I start this channel? So I started this channel on May 19th, 2021. And that actually brings up a question. Why am I celebrating it today and not the day that my channel was started? Ooh, did I start an approach by accident? Anyways, let me make sure my gear is deployed. But as I was saying, why did I start this channel? Well, I started this channel because I've always just had the dream of doing this. I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel. So I just decided that I was just gonna start a channel. Where are we going? Going to this KXCY. Here, let's actually try and land at this little KXCY airport, and we'll do a little final. And because when you're young, you you see people on YouTube and you're like, oh wow, I want to be like them. That'd be so cool to have a YouTube channel. And of course, I finally do. And to be honest, I really like doing what I do. This channel is actually really fun and definitely one of my hobbies. Try to keep the plane above stall speed. I just think X-Plane 12 looks really nice once you get towards this, like, sunset slash night. And, and, I just think it looks real nice. I'm going to take these headphones off because I'm not getting any audio through them. So, why did I choose to do space? I'm just trying to talk. Why did I choose to do space? Well, that's what I want to do. Is I want to be an aerospace engineer. So, doing what I do, space streams, probably helps me. Um, and it's gonna not be good. This probably not gonna be that good of a landing. But I just love rocketry. It's like my favorite hobby is rocketry. Here we go. We're about to land. Ooh, told you not gonna be my best landing. Can't really see the runway. Hold on. Let me try and find the landing lights. Let's see. Try to find those. Taxi. Go turn on all the lights. There we go. Now I can see. But as I was saying, space is my favorite. Is like my favorite subject. I love everything about space. The things that get us to space, space itself, everything about it. I just love space. And I mean, I guess another question could be that someone may ask is why don't I upload that many videos anymore? And it has to do with school. This past year, has really weighed on me in terms of homework. So between all that homework and like the little free time I have, just not really enough to make a decent video. So yeah, that's kind of that's why I haven't been uploading that many videos lately. But it is summer for me, so I am gonna start uploading more videos. Start uploading videos again. I already have one planned. It's like a real abridged version of the Falcon 9's history. And I already started writing the script for that. That's another thing is that I have not written a script for this channel since I think my second or third video. And I hated writing a script because like I think I kind of I tried to rush the video. And so what happened was, here, let me turn that back on. What happened was that I kept messing up the script. I kept not saying what the script said, and I ended up just kind of throwing away the script and just saying what I wanted to say. But uh, but yeah, I'm gonna try and script the video again, and if it turns out terrible, then I won't script the video again. But I am gonna take more time on it. I'm gonna practice the script a lot, so I'm hoping this video comes out a lot better. I do wonder though. I'm just gonna check right quick when we're flying. Okay, there is no audio on that, is there? Hold on a minute. Alright, what we can do is hop back in here. I wonder why there's no audio. Huh, that's weird, because it has volume. Hold on. Let me see. Sound. Enable sound. So it's enabled. Ah, here we go. Let me see if that actually gave me back audio. Gives me audio. Alright, it does. Alright, so I just had the wrong audio device selected. So now we should be able to hear the audio. Alright, let's select this. And I'm going to go back a little bit and wind back the time a little bit because I think this was a little too dark. And we will do another landing. And we'll see where it plops us. Oh wow, this is cool. This is cool. Wonder where we are. Where are we? Are we in like Colorado? No, we're still in that same area. Just higher up. This is what I'm talking about. Whenever you get the time just right in this game, it looks absolutely incredible. Like, I really like the way this game looks at sunset. I'm gonna pull up the chat again because for some reason I just closed it. See if I've gotten any. And I'm gonna just make sure that the audio level isn't too high. Okay, yeah, that's good. Let me see. I'm trying to think of what else I can say. Ooh, looks like we're going a little quick here. Here's just some like kind of basic questions. Like, how many videos have I uploaded as of this video? I'm pretty sure it's like 167. I've made quite a few videos, but you may ask, like, why this plane specifically? Well, it's because it's actually really easy to fly. If you wonder why, just like, shoot, what word am I searching for? If it just kind of bounce, because I just move my seat when I do that. I typically accidentally move the controller a little bit, so yeah, super nice. But I do actually want to fly out of some airport. I don't want to. Yeah. Let me think. Let's choose actually a pretty big airport. Something like, I'm thinking like Denver. What plane do we want to fly? 737 is pretty agile. We'll start on the runway here. Yeah, here's a good question that I've thought of. Why did I choose this type of video, not something that I traditionally do, like a Kerbal Space Program video or a BeamNG video. Well, the thing is though is that I absolutely love planes. Like, it's another thing that I just find incredibly cool. Let me see. Let's go back a little bit. So, I had X-Plane 12 on here, and I've had it for like a month, but I just decided like, why don't we do kind of a G-Force special, and that's when I make my first X-Plane video. So that's what I did. I decided that today's 2-year anniversary special would make a good time to use. Would make a good use for X-Plane. All right, so let's go ahead and get our landing or takeoff configuration, and we'll go ahead and get off the ground. You know what? What do we say? Let's go ahead and we'll give it 2.5 hours of fuel. We ain't gonna fly for 2.5 hours, and then we'll give it. Let's see. Let's do about 25,000 pounds of fuel, or 25,000 pounds of people and cargo. Then we'll go ahead and get going. So we can just get like your normal rolling start. Wait till the engines settle. And then we can put full throttle on. We can get rolling. I guess I need to watch what my speed is. Man, this runway just goes up and down. It's built on a hill, I guess. Ooh. Struggled to get air there for a second. Wow. Very nice, very nice. Man, is Denver a big airport? I have been to Denver Airport before, and it is actually a decently large airport. And that's also the time I had to fly on a Boeing 757. That was not enjoyable at all. It's weird, like, this may sound kind of ridiculous, but I feel like I have just a fear of 757s now. I don't know if it's like a PTSD of some sort, but like every time I see a 757, I actually like tear up for some reason. Don't know why, but wow, we're already 80. We're already like 9,000 feet up. But yeah, I don't know why I guess I'm just like I just don't like 757s. Scoot a little bit closer to the camera. Now let's go fly out to this mountain over here. Technically, we're not following a specific flight path, so we can just fly wherever. Let's hold about 250 knots or so. Stop it right in time. That is hard to see. Oop, I have no idea what that. We're gonna actually hold our speed. Nope. Yeah, I don't know that much about the 737. I'm not a pilot. Can I engage this? Hmm. Yeah, I don't really know that much about the 737, so yeah. Look at this. And we'll do an external view. Oh man, I actually have to squint. I wish I had a full autopilot here because I turn on my fan. Take. Oh, that's actually holding it. Turn on the fan a little. It's getting a bit warm in here. Oop, oop. Don't want to hold that. You know, later on, after we kind of look at these mountains or whatever and land this Boeing, then I'll play Happy Birthday on my saxophone. Oh, have I even? No, I've not even retracted the flaps yet. Yeah, so far this has actually been like a really smooth stream. Now we're just approaching these mountains. Make sure that the audio is not too loud. Alright, yeah, it's not too loud. I'm gonna take it. I took my headphones off just because I don't exactly want to hear 737 at max throttle for forever. So, what do y'all think? Should I do more of these videos, or should I just stick to what I normally do? Because honestly, I'm actually just quite liking this just talk format where I can just fly a plane and talk about my channel. You know, I don't really know if I completed my sentence earlier. So, I I celebrate the day that my first video was uploaded, not whenever I joined YouTube. I joined May 19th, which was yesterday, 2 years ago. But I celebrated on the 20th just because it's just it's the day that I uploaded my first video. So that's why I celebrated on the 20th and not the 19th. Like if you go look at my channel, it will say that I did start it on the 19th, but my first video was uploaded on the 20th. You know, it was actually supposed to be the 19th because I was trying to upload my first video on the 19th, and I remember this. I remember this distinctly. I was trying to upload my first video, but what happened was uh, it just wouldn't upload. Yeah, it was gonna take forever. I didn't want to leave my computer running because I didn't want to get burned, but I also didn't want it to go to sleep because then the upload would fail. So I was really busy the 19th. I remember. So I canceled the upload for the 19th, and then I uploaded it on the 20th, and thus starting this channel. Let me see if I can level off. Wow, huh? It was sent at 26,000 feet. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. I'm not making sure that I'm not falling. but instead just kind of steadily going up. Now we're approaching these mountains, and wow, look at the simulated sunset. You can see the external of the plane, looking real cool there. Oh wow, you can see the road down here snaking about. See this mountain? We're high enough now that you can see the chemtrail. Let me see here. How far are we from the airport? We're a decent ways. But I'm gonna do just a big rectangle. So soon I'm gonna just turn around. I'm thinking we'll go to that mountain all the way out there. That's way in the distance, and then we'll turn and then head back towards the airport. You know, another question that y'all may have is that, is the Ender 2 a prop? No, it's not. It's actually fully functional, and it has been seen printing in, I think, one of my videos. It was in one of my live streams. I was having to print something for school, and I and I had it, and then coincidentally there was a rocket launch at the same time I was printing, so I got on and said, "Look, the Ender 2 is not a prop. It actually prints." And you know, oops, we're a little fast. But yeah, the Ender 2 is not a prop. It works. And you know, one thing is that this channel, it wasn't meant to just be rockets and BeamNG and now X-Plane, but what I was gonna do is, this was just kind of a channel to showcase all of my hobbies. You know, I was gonna do Arduino content. I was gonna show off my Commodore computers and do some like basic coding on them. But you know, I kind of lost interest in that, and I just kind of said, you know, rockets is my thing, so I'm gonna do rockets. That's what I'm gonna do. And then of course, whenever I found BeamNG, I was like, oh, this is what I want to make content about too. So yeah, this channel was meant to be a lot more, but I just kind of decided at the last minute, you know, this is what I want to do. Oh shoot, hold on. It's trying to pitch down. I don't want it to pitch down. Now I can do 31,000 feet. And, you know, now that I've said that, is that I might actually kind of consider doing some of the content that I considered doing whenever I started this channel. And, you know, too, I'm finally going to say it, so, for, like, the 5 of you out there that watch Midian MuseScore, that was one of my summer projects last year, and I'm thinking I'm going to bring that back. And originally I was like, this was just going to be kind of a secret channel of mine. It wasn't meant to it wasn't meant to be known that I was running the channel. But this year I was like, you know, this is fine. I'm fine with announcing that I run that cool kind of little novelty channel. And so yeah, if like the 5 of you that watch that channel are out there watching this video, just know it's not dead. And neither is GeForce Saxophone. I just haven't really had the time to record anything. But that will come back eventually. most of my channels that aren't the channels that I have that aren't the GeForce, which is the main one, don't see that many uploads. But this channel is gonna come back, or those channels are gonna come back this summer. Now let's see if I can hold a. Yeah, I do not know how this works. Ooh. Let's go ahead and speed up to 250 here. Hold on. Let me just tune this here. You know, here's a random story I have. So I recently got a new build plate for my Ender 3, and I printed one thing on it, and that was in PTG. That was a mistake because now the build plate has a hole in it, and I don't dare print on it. Oh shoot! Too slow, too slow, too slow. So yeah, I'm trying to think of more kind of channel stories. Oh yeah, so I don't know it. So if you've watched my first video, maybe thinking, okay, what was the inspiration for that? Because it seems just kind of random. So you know those kind of Kerbal Space Program Islands speedrun videos? That's what I decided to do for that. That's kind of what the inspiration for that video was. Alright, I guess we can go ahead and turn. Actually, I probably do need to take a look at that. Full throttle. You know, it kind of to me it looks like the nose is pointed down, but we're actually okay. Now we're falling. If I get it just right, it is actually going up. Wow, would you look at that? That sunset looks real nice. Alright, about to let go. Alright, now we can go out this way. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go much faster than I have been going. Kick the pace up a little bit since I want to make this stream an hour at the longest. Ooh. Alright, let's hold this altitude. Let's see. I'm trying to think of some more channel stories that I've had throughout the years. Oh yeah, so I mean, this isn't much of a surprise, but the computer that is sending the data to YouTube that's allowing me to stream is not the same. Is obviously not the same computer that I started this channel on. That was a Dell laptop with a i7 of some sort. I think it was like a 10th gen something. It had a 1660 Super, think, and That's what I started this channel on, was that 1660 Super i7 laptop. Oh, I'm overspeeding. Hold up. It's like a 10th gen something. There we go. I started to hear the overspeed warning out of the out of these open back. If I don't drop them, out of these open back headphones. I'm like, hold on, no, I'm overspeeding. Oh wow, that's interesting. Like now the sky is turning to like this raspberry type color. Now I'm gonna turn here. We will be back on our way to Denver International. Oop. Guess I've gone far enough that I am now out of the zone I was, because the Denver airport's just at the edge now. And I like how it does simulate the evening decently accurately. Like, to be honest, I mean it's not as real life, of course, but it's definitely like still like pretty accurate. I'm gonna go ahead and start pushing the nose down. Wow, we are flying slow, aren't we? All right. You know what? Let's switch to an external view for a little bit. Let's turn a little more. That will do. Let's also make sure that we are going straight here. And now we will just pretty much sit back and relax and watch the 737 fly. You know, so one thing is that, oh yeah, so interestingly, my main content, which is watching the launches of rockets, was not something I intended to do whenever I started this channel. This was supposed to be like a Kerbal Space Program or Arduino Commodore channel. There was nothing that said, oh yeah, I'm going to do rocket live streams. That was nowhere to be found in my in my set of stuff that I wanted to do. But I tried it once. I can't remember what launch it was, but I was like, I'm gonna do more of these, and soon that doing rocket launch live streams took over my channel. And you see, I no longer do Kerbal Space Program videos, and I rarely do BeamNG videos. I mostly do rocket launch streams, just because there are so many rocket launches. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and level off here, just so that I don't hit that little mountain. That should be fine. If I'm looking around, I'm just trying to think of things to say. Just stories to come up with. Things that I've done on this channel. Let's see here. Shoot, I'm running out of stories. I really am. You know what I'm gonna do whilst I think about a story or two? So I'm gonna go ahead and turn up this on. You know, I really wish I had a more elegant way of doing that. But, you know, once. So, you know, I did a video where I did a channel intro of sorts, where I kind of composed this little jingle on a for tenor saxophone. Guess what? I don't play tenor saxophone anymore. I don't even have one. It was school loaned, and I decided that I was no longer gonna play tenor, and I was just gonna go back to alto, and so I stopped. Are we going over water, or what are we doing? No, it just looked like water to me. Actually, how close are we to the airport? We're still pretty far from it. You know, I never used that little channel intro. Probably because I thought I didn't sound that great on tenor. And I was like, you know, I don't really want to play this because it sounds kind of goofy in it. And to me, it wasn't that great. You know, if it was played by like some like saxophone legend, I would use it. But you know, I probably could use it. But you know, I'm all alto now, so that's what you'll see on the G4 saxophone is alto music. Um, you know what I find funny is that it was one of my earliest videos. I was like yeah, so I'm just running this game on a little i7 laptop. It's nothing crazy. It's not like some crazy i9 thing or whatever. It's funny to think about that because now I am running like a really really powerful PC. This thing actually has an Intel i9 11900K and a much more powerful GPU than that other one I had. It'll hold 18,000 feet. I have an AMD RX 6700 XT in here now, and I'm real happy with it. Runs the games I want to play them great, and I've only managed to bring down the system to a crawl like once, and that was whenever I was trying to slice in a 3D slice for 3D printing I think it was like 250 golf tees. This this processor, this 8 core 5.3 gigahertz processor, was pegged at 100%. It's crazy. All right, we're head pretty close there. Actually, pretty close to the airport now. Of course, now it is nearly night in the simulator, so I'm not able to see much. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a setting here. Well, is there like no like overhead lights in this aircraft? That's... Hold on, let me change the time of day real fast. Oh, there's more panels up there. Huh. Let me see though. Let's go ahead and put it back to a kind of a mid-evening look. There we go. That illuminates the cabin pretty well, doesn't it? Probably going a little fast there. This has actually been, to me, probably one of my favorite streams just because I just kind of talk about this channel. That's just real cool to me. And I like being able to talk about this channel's history, even though it's just beginning. Just think about when I do like my 10-year anniversary or 10th birthday stream. It's gonna be insane. It really is. Because then I'll have all kinds of stories to talk about, and it won't just be like, oh yeah, this was like whenever I first started this channel, because that's like the only thing I can remember. I'm noticing now, like, the yoke here is just like bouncing. I guess it's because the stabilizer trim is moving about quite a bit. Let's start moving down. Let's try to hold about 9,000 feet. This channel really has been like good for me. It's just been like a good place for me to just go like talk about talk about things I love. Rocketry, planes, cars. This has been a place where I can do that and share my hobbies with y'all. And yeah, it's just I don't know. I just love doing this. Well, let me go grab that build plate from the Ender 3 real quick. Just show y'all what I mean. Ooh. Yeah, so this is what is, I guess, left of the build plate. Yeah, there's not like a hole all the way through it. It's just tore that top layer off, and yeah, it's just kind of made me mad whenever I took that print off and it just ripped that top layer off. Because it was the first print with that build plate. Let me see if I can see the airport over there. Not able to see it yet. Oh, is that right? That's it right there. Of course. Let's see. Ooh, 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 ooh. So you're trying to hold. There we go. We'll try and hold our current heading. Let me fix. Let me think. Technically, actually, hold on. I do want to make sure something. Yeah. Technically, if you've been a subscriber on this channel for long enough, you have seen the kind of growth because of me and like my saxophone playing abilities, because I played my saxophone on this channel pretty early on, and of course I was like really just a beginner, and I wasn't that great at that point. And it's kind of cool to think about those that I've basically documented my musical journey. Also too, seen the growth of me. Like whenever I started this channel, my voice was like actually pretty high pitched, and now it's like kind of, I guess you say like medium to low pitched. And I just think that's kind of interesting. So, whenever I've flown on the 737, the 737 is not my favorite plane by any means. I prefer Airbus over Boeing any day. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Boeing. Boeing planes are a lot of Boeing planes are actually pretty cool. Like the 787 is on my bucket list, but I don't necessarily like the 737. I mean, don't get me wrong, it can be a real nice plane. It's just that it's real hard to land nicely. And what I mean by that is that every time I've flown a 737, it just feels like the wheels have like really dragged on in like whenever we've landed or whenever the plane landed. It always just felt like the wheels like skidded for like a second. Now I know that whenever you land a plane, those wheels are pretty much stationary and they have to spin up, and that's going to create like some kind of skid. But it's not gonna. But it's never felt. No other plane has felt as rough as a 737. So yeah, that's my personal experience with the 737. Don't necessarily like it, but it actually does fly pretty nicely in the simulator. And this is my flight stick. Like I don't have like a special one for the 737. I'm just flying it with this like fighter jet stick. No, I bet I could actually turn on to final now, or start my turn, which I'll do. I need to pull up the map here, that way I don't go too far. Of course, I'm still going to point the nose down because I need to get on the ground. I know I've said it a lot, but to me this stream's actually just been really nice. You know, I want to see though, can I land this plane like real nicely? Uh, can I butter the landing? Can I land it like super softly? We'll see. I was, I don't know. I think because it's just kind of a dark, like the sun, like it's starting to get like dark outside the plane. It just feels me like this weird fear, even though this is a simulator, that I'm just gonna crash, and I don't want to crash it after all that I've been, after all of this flight. Yeah, now I do not have. Well, actually, I do still have autopilot on. Disengage that. Get full control of the plane. Excuse me. Start putting the flaps down. And now we'll put them in the up position instead of them being off. So that now I can put the gear down. You know, once we land, I will go and park at a gate. Then we'll wrap up this stream. In fact, I need to land on like 120. I'm going like 210. Let's do 5 degrees. Slow down like 150. I think I am coming in a little high, but I'm not at too bad of an angle. Wow, it's actually kind of funny that you can like see the like hilliness of the runway even though we're still pretty far away from the runway. Alright, I'm go ahead and set the plane to idle. Go ahead and put the gear down. I feel like can now. Start putting more flaps down. Looks like our gear are out now, so now we'll turn on the final and land. This has actually been like a really smooth approach. You know, I'm gonna go into the replay mode and once we land and get parked and everything, how long has this flight taken me? All right, 25-degree flaps. That should work. We are 1,400 feet from the ground. Yeah, I know. I think I chose the right amount of altitude for landing this. Oh, man. Whenever I went to Denver, I don't ever remember the airport, the runways being this hilly. So I don't know if it's a texture issue, like a terrain issue, or what. But yeah, this is actually kind of bizarre. Of course, you know, they may actually be this hilly in real life. Coming in for a nice late evening landing. Have the landing gear out. Go ahead and fully extend the flaps. And land this plane. You know, this would be like a really weird flight. I feel like this would be like an emergency scenario, though, where like you get pretty far out, then something pops up and you have to return. But I don't feel like you would return back to Denver. You'd go to the nearest airport possible. 500. Ooh, I am right on center line. One of the things I do actually like about this 737 is that it can fly really slow. Like land at 120 knots. Like that's pretty slow. Like that Beechcraft we were flying earlier, that had to land at like 80 knots, which is not that much slower than this. Probably do need a little more throttle. Let's land this plane. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, you're coming in. Coming in hot. I think we're gonna land pretty hard. Ooh, there we go. We have landed. Oh. Ah. Shoot. I cannot get the reverse thrust. There. There we go. We have landed in Denver. There we go. Disable the reverse thrust, and now we will go ahead and park. You know, I'd say that was a pretty good. This was a okay landing. Like, I feel like that was right above Ryanair tier. It wasn't good, but I mean, the plane's still rolling, isn't it? And I probably was a bit too heavy to land. Like, I did not need 2.5 hours of fuel. Sure burned a lot of it, though. So let's see if I can pull up a map. So got the airport map here. Now we are just taxiing. Taxiing into the airport. Go ahead and cross this runway here. Wow, do all these lights look cool? You know, one thing I find funny about this channel is that I did not realize, like, I never put thumbnails in my videos until like, I think like 6 or 8 months after I started my channel, because that's when I realized, like, oh yeah, maybe thumbnails would attract more viewers. And I don't really know if it did, because I still don't get many views, but I don't really care. I like doing this, and if I stay a small channel forever, then that's fine. Just about to turn off into the main gate here. Yeah, I don't really have much brake, so I just have to use the parking brake to slow down. Wow, now it is full night. Huh. That sure illuminates the surface, though. Are those like little retractable lights? They are. Yeah, I don't guess you would use those for whenever you take off. So I know it's so that it's taking a second to pop on, so. I will follow these airport markings. Just spamming the flap up button Just making sure that the flaps are up. Let's see, which gate do we want to turn off to? Oh, is that even a gate? That is. Right there. Oop. Ooh, I am way off, aren't I? Alright, we are just about done. I definitely need to park better than this. So I'll just use the external view to line up and... I think that'll do that first one. Now we can shut off these engines. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the flying portion of this episode. And you know though, let's go back. Oh wow, that was nearly an hour flight. Let's watch that landing. Oh, there's the moon. Yeah, you see where I kind of went, ooh, falling pretty quick. I like how there's like two spotlights on the ground. Two very fast moving spotlights. What? Hold on, is this a bug? Hold on, no. No way. Because I saw like the wings flex, right? Where I landed real hard? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, no. That's a little peculiar, isn't it? Plane got happy. Like at the same time, I got a notification that made like a whamp 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 sound. I have no idea. We can make it go up like a firework. Woo! Like a giant flaming firework. Yeah, this was completely unexpected, mind you. Well, alright. We're just going to go ahead and save that flight as the second day flight. Okay, am I back? Alright, am I back? I think I am. That was pretty weird, wasn't it? Just all of a sudden, BeamNG, OBS crashed. I went and said save both files, the situation and the replay file, just so that I had. Oh my gosh, this is real annoying. Gotta find the sheet music. I forgot how to play it. Okay, so I am sorry for this. I definitely need to update OBS. I think I left. Alright, I probably have a few seconds to do this. Oh shoot, I need to turn the gain down. Alright, happy birthday, G-Force. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, if you have enjoyed this episode, please consider liking and subscribing. Happy birthday to this